I'm now setting up YouTube in a few minutes, a few seconds. Yeah. It's starting, and also I will also start recording so that you can edit later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, today it works. Everything works. Alle funktioniert. So. So, but unfortunately today, the number of infected people in Tokyo, Corona, 13,000.
13,000?
Yeah, 13,000.
I don't want to mention the number in Germany, which is yeah, much higher. So it's really, yeah, scaring.
Yeah.
As predicted, but yeah.
But let's wait another some months. I think that we should manage. Yeah. Human beings are not stupid.
Hopefully we'll reach the peak soon, and then that is going to take a different direction, hopefully.
Yeah. So, どうもこんにちは、はしきさん。大丈夫ですか？聞こえてますか？
はい。
音質とか大丈夫ですか？聞こえてますか？
はい、このままイヤホンつけて喋ろうかと思ったんですけど、このまま喋ろうと思います。
大丈夫ですか？
はい。
ちょっとね、じゃあもうあと1、2分あるので、ちょっとお待ちください。さっきの、ちょっとお待ちくださいね。これだな。いけ。これで動きますね。動いてますよね。あ、はい、大丈夫ですね。それから、これが待ち受け画面ですね。私の方ね、なんか2つスクリーンがあるんですよ。だから、ちょっとそちらで見えてるのとはイメージが違うんですけどね。Actually, I have two screens, double screens. So maybe I don't know how it looks in one screen. I have one here and one here. Yeah. So, okay, another 1 minute to go. And normally, the webinar, when it starts punctually, maybe 50–60% of people is joined. And in first 5 minutes, it will increase to maybe 80%. Yeah, 15 to 10% is always not showing up because they have some urgent meeting or something. So I think first 1 or 2 minutes, we will chat, and then we start officially or something. Then people will come. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will follow your instructions, Aki. No, okay. No question. You are the great moderator, and whatever's fine for you, you just give me your instructions.
Okay, good. Okay, now it's time. So first, I will start introduction and greetings in Japanese, and then I will introduce you to everybody and switch over to you. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
はい。どうも皆様、こんにちは。新春対談1月25日ということで、もう新春気分でも何でもないですけど、まあそうは言っても1月いっぱいはですね、こうやって業界の、重鎮だとかVIP の方をお招きしていろんなことを喋ってみようというふうに思っております。で、本日はですね、実は1月の7日に、ニューイヤーグリーティングということで、ドルッパのダイレクターのザビーネ・ゲルダーマンさん お呼びしたんですけど、ちょっとカメラのセッティング、私が間違えましてですね、全然、顔が映んない中でいろんな方を紹介して、ちょっと大変失礼しちゃったんですが、本日はですね、ちょっと念入りにカメラなんかもチェックいたしまして、話していただこうと思います。そして、ドルッパの方ですけども、次の2月から、もうすぐですね、もうあと1週間ほどで、2月から受付の開始というふうなタイミングなので、少し1週間ほどフライングにはなりますけども、その全体のコンセプトとか、重点となるキーワード、その他のご案内をザビーネ・ゲルダーマンさんから、お願いしようと思います。So, okay, now this is the New Year talk, New Year vision talk, inviting some key persons in the printing industry. And yeah, today I'm happy to welcome Sabine Geldermann, director of that drupa. So last time, unfortunately, yes, drupa should be postponed by Corona, but we are really looking forward to come back, and also drupa should come back on 2024. So this time, I'm going to ask Sabine-san to introduce the concept, vision of drupa, which is not simply a show for the printing industry. I think it is connected to all the keywords which we're sharing today. So I think now it is not anymore necessary to introduce Sabine-san because she's so well known. But now I would like to switch over to Sabine-san to start her presentation. Maybe, Sabine-san, you can introduce yourself a little bit briefly at the beginning of your session. So thank you. Now your turn.
Thank you very much, Aki, for the very nice introduction. And on behalf of Messe Düsseldorf in Düsseldorf, Germany, and as well Messe Düsseldorf, Japan, we are more than pleased and delighted to participate at your conference and the New Year Vision Talk. And again, thank you for your great support. We highly appreciate sharing today our conceptual thoughts for the exhibitor campaign that is going to be launched on February 8th, so soon. And I'm happy to introduce very shortly again my person and my functionality as well as responsibility. So Sabine Geldermann, Director drupa, and I joined Messe Düsseldorf in 2013, and I'm next to drupa as well responsible for a global portfolio of trade fairs that is taking place in the Far East, in China, in Thailand, on the Philippines, as well as the northern part of Africa, and I will get back to that later. So Aki, as you just said, I'm going to share some charts that will enable to get a deeper insight and a sort of sneak preview and a glimpse of what we can expect from our campaign that is going to be launched within the next 2 weeks. So I'm just sharing my presentation with you.
Yeah, please.
So I hope that everything is fine and you can already see the first chart. So again, thank you very much for being part of your conference today. And I'm happy to provide, first of all, again, a short overview about the upcoming timeline and specifically for exhibitors, some milestones starting now in February this year until drupa is going to take place. So as I just mentioned, we're going to launch the exhibitor campaign on February 8th, and then the application process starts until the deadline this year, end of October, like traditionally. Then after that deadline, we're going to start intensive dialogues with our customers when it comes up to allocation and hall layouts. And so we are happy even to start that earlier if it's requested from our exhibitor side, specifically from such an important community in Japan. And we again highly appreciate the long-term relationship with many of the key players in Japan. And we're looking very much forward, Masahiro and myself, to get deeper into conversation talks with all of you. So in September 2023, that's a deadline regarding the admission process. And in October 2023, first invoices are going to be sent out. So until that date, nothing will be invoiced or charged. So just to inform you about that fact. And then in the year when drupa is going to take place, there's a prepayment for technical orders that is going to be, let's say, sent out to you in March 24 until the show is going to start from May 28th to June 7th.
Okay.
And now I would like to share some thoughts about our new conceptual campaign. So first of all, we're coming from 3 levels, and regarding the new claim as well as image and conceptual thoughts, we just wanted to draw the attention first of all on the new movement. So everything is in move, the industry, and as well issues such as ongoing digitalization and sustainability will have a very strong focus and theme. So the new motion element, the new motion design simply underlines water being one of the most important resources on our planet. So without water, life is not possible.
Right.
And the fact that the water is recalling sustainability effects and is even touching the faces simply underlines that we have to change as well our mindset. We have to make sure that we're embracing these new challenges and that we are considering to think digital as well as to be sustainable.
Yeah.
Other than that, the international faces just simply underline the international and global approach of drupa. So we're having diversity in a fascinating ambience, and people after 20 months of ongoing impacts of the pandemic situation are looking very much forward to meeting again globally in Düsseldorf. And that's why they are just looking very eager and excited to come to Düsseldorf. And other than that, water is as well a very important element and factor in the process of printing production. So again, there's a strong connectivity. The fact that the bubbles just change and connect again is symbolizing the move, the continuous change in our industry, and the fact that we all are in a continuous process of change and issues that we're going to face. In addition, the third element are the beautiful blossoms and flowers and that remind as well sustainability and that stand for aesthetics as well as for organic structures and again recall sustainability. So that's more or less in a nutshell, the conceptual thoughts behind the new campaign. And when it comes up to our website, you will continuously see the movement and the change and the bubbles that recall the beauty of nature and the water element, again, as one of the most important resources on Earth. And yeah, for all of us, when it comes up to sustainable issues. Other than that, when it comes up to, let's say, themes and topics, and themes that are so far already on our agenda. On the left-hand side, certainly everybody's talking about smart factory. What does digitalization mean and what kind of impact will it have on automation, on increasing efficiency, on digital finishing, on new materials, and as well, and that's the theme and topic of AKI's conference in a, yeah, let's say with a very strong focus when it comes up to inkjet. That enables simply to print on every single material, and that is driving our industry so intensively into the near future. And this is only just showing a glimpse or a theme and in a cloud, because certainly, and needless to mention, we cannot include everything that is going to happen from now on within the 2.5 years that are coming, because it's a continuous process of adaptation. And we have all the freedom to choose other themes and topics of relevance. On the other side, when it comes up to sustainability aspects, it's all about circular economy, resource efficiency, upcycling and recycling opportunities, and again, energy efficiency. And I think this is on the agenda of every single supplier and as well print service providers. And if it's not yet there, it might get more and more of importance when it comes up to governmental restrictions and regulations. So drupa is going to focus very intensively and strongly on these themes and topics.
Okay, good.
In addition, when it comes up to knowledge transfer, we already and always had a very strong focus on our different forums and conference stages. And we're certainly continuing to implement the Drupa Cube as the major, let's say, stage, again, focusing on different themes and topics. We are certainly continuing the very successful project of touchpoint packaging, where already a lot of, let's say, important exhibitors participated when it comes to smart packaging solutions in a flexible area, in corrugated, in, let's say, embellishment. And that's a project that we are starting as well this year, and that is going to get much stronger shapes within the upcoming weeks and months. The Touchpoint Textile, as well, a new forum that would have been implemented for the very first time in 2020. Unfortunately, it couldn't be realized given the, let's say, postponement of drupa. However, we had the focus in our virtual drupa last year in April, and we continue to push that important theme and topic for drupa 2024. Touchpoint Sustainability, that's a very important new project, and we're encouraging and inviting as well our exhibitors to participate. We're working on the concept, how we're going to implement that forum and how we're going to highlight relevant themes and topics. And again, we will be happy to approach you when it comes up to much more concrete, let's say, themes that you will be much invited to follow as well. Next Age, that has been a forum as well, focusing on startup companies, on cutting edge technologies, on young talents. And that's again a very important and strong impetus for the industry. And we're looking forward to continuing as well that exciting project. On the right-hand side, the USP of drupa always has been thought leadership. drupa stands for orientation, for innovative solutions, enable a perspective and a view into the future. So when it comes up to the next generation for print and packaging production. And again, we would certainly like to meet the requirements of our customers, both on the exhibitor side and on the visitor side, to continue to be a very strong brand on a worldwide level, and to encourage and to invite to create the future together. So talking about the kickoff that is planned for February 8th, you are going to be invited to go to our website, drupa.com, and you will automatically see the navigation when it comes to up to registration. And so if you need support or help, again, Masahiro in Japan or my team here in Düsseldorf, we are very delighted and look forward to supporting you the best possible to get the registration process very smoothly on board. And looking very much forward to sharing as well your expectations and your desires when it comes up to your participation for drupa 2024. Last but not least, a sneak preview as well about regarding trade fairs in our drupa global portfolios that are going to take place this year in 2022. So far, every show that you can see is planned as a physical or at least as a hybrid event. We're going to start with the print pack show in Algiers, in Algeria, and that's going to happen in May, followed by the print and digital convention. That is going to be a congress with a strong content focus here in Düsseldorf. Then the first Asian shows in Indonesia, the Indo-Print show that is starting in August 31st until September 3rd, followed by trade fairs in October, the Pack Print Plus show in the Philippines from October 6 to 8 in Manila. The All in Print, that is certainly our biggest event in our global portfolio in Shanghai, is as well evolving very positively. We have a strong, let's say, participation and already, let's say, as well confirmed key accounts. And we're expecting roughly 1,000 exhibitors, 50,000 square meters net. And the show is certainly going to be very, very successful in Shanghai this year. And the last show that is taking place in 2020 in October is a co-located event, the Pack Print International Show in Bangkok, Thailand. And the cooperation with the Corotech Asia Association will certainly provide as well a strong focus on everything regarding e-commerce and Corotech solutions in the near future. So that's more or less, in a nutshell, providing a short and a slight sneak preview for the exhibitor campaign drupa 2024. themes and topics of relevance, as well as an outlook of trade fairs in our global portfolio. And I would like to thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me or even to get in touch with Mother Hero. So let's create the future together.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sabine-san.
My pleasure.
It's interesting that I might have told you before that when I joined my previous company I worked for, that was Konica, or maybe Konica Minolta, now it's merged. So when I first time stayed in Germany as a representative of the copier division, so my favorite, or the copier division, showed its product at CeBIT in Hanover. And camera division is Photokina in Köln. And printing division, of course, is a drupa. So, but now it is merged, and the years passed by, and everything is concentrated in drupa. So I think this is the most important exhibition for at least Japanese printing industry, or including imaging industry, something. And further, 20 years ago, when I first time joined drupa, I think there was more very technical, and professional engineers were there, and they are talking about the future of digital or future of art. And today's I felt that theme is sustainability, recycling, or that kind of survival of whole the human beings or something. I think now drupa is not anymore the show for the technology. Still important thing is the technology, but drupa is go step forward for the future. I think this is my first impression.
Yeah, thank you very much, Aki. And as you just underlined, the industry has seen such a continuous change, and still the graphic arts part of it is the heart of drupa. However, when it comes up to the exhibitor side as well, it's so impressive to see and to observe the great creativity. How many exhibitors moved into packaging production or moved into industrial print applications, and it's much more solution driven, and everybody's talking about different materials, not only in the graphic arts industry, but in ceramics, in plastics, in wood, in textiles. So the industry has seen an impressive move, and that's why the water element as a motion design element underlines and emphasizes the continuous change in the industry, the issues that participants and players have to face. And that's why we wanted to underline, on one side, the beauty, the creativity with the organic forms, the change process, and the faces that are behind the industry. They all stand for thought leadership and for the next generation of print. And drupa certainly would like to support this move and this continuous, let's say, process the best possible way.
Yeah, interesting. And when I first time learned what drupa means, my friend in printing division, he said is that Druck und Papier, so print and paper. So, but already you have mentioned that your touch point textile. So media is not anymore limited just on the paper. As you said, that the glass or whatever, and including textile. So it is so expanded. It's also for me very interesting. And also, as an inkjet guy, water is today, it's a key word. It's, in the history or even today, some other solvent or UV curable monomers or still oil-based ink. I think each ink solution has its own meaning and its own position, but people is more conscious about water-based ink, aqueous ink. So I think it is more clean, and some food printing, for example, that print on the package of the food. I think water-based ink is most preferable. So I think inkjet technology is also moving step forward to a kind of keyword voter. It's interesting.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, you mentioned that official application start from 8th of February. Good, thank you.
We're planning to have the online application process already probably ready on the 7th of February, but still on the 8th. It's an important date because it's our committee meeting that is going to be set for that date. And then there will be a press announcement followed that we are in the market. So I think the whole community on a global level will be informed accordingly when it comes up to first registrations that are possible, and the change of website design is going to happen as well on that day. So yeah, everything will then be in the look and feel of Drupa 2024. And 2.5 years will go by very quickly when it comes up to preparations, specifically talking about the importance of Japanese participation in impressive sizes. So yeah, we are very much looking forward then to, as I said, starting dialogues with our customers.
Okay, very good. So now may I ask Mr. Hashiki, Masahiro Hashiki-san, to give some additional information or maybe supplemental information in Japanese language. May I ask you to add something?
はい、ありがとうございます。声は聞こえておりますでしょうか。
はい、大丈夫ですよ。
はい、恐れ入ります。皆さん、こんばんは。本日は、こちら日本時間としては夕方まもなく5時半という遅い時間なのですが、ご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。先ほどドイツ・デュッセルドルフ、本社で、ドゥルーパを統括しておりますサビーヌ・ゲルナーマンが英語で今後の流れであったり、それから、今回のドゥルーパ24年のいわゆるキービジュアルであったり、キーワードというようなものをちょっとご説明申し上げたのですけれども、それについてちょっと日本語で、ちょっとご説明自体が前後する可能性はあるんですが、少し加えさせていただこうと思います。まずは今後の流れですね、24年の5月28日開催に向けての流れなんですけれども、先ほど来から大野様も触れてくださっている通り、2月の8日予定で、出展お申し込み受付がスタートをいたします。私ども日本側もそれまでに、例えば出展規定であったり、そういったようなものを重要な箇所だけですけれども、日本語にしたものをですね、ご用意して、出展のご検討していただけるようにしてまいろうと思っております。ちなみにこのお申し込み受付期限というのがですね、毎度ちょっと早いのですけれども、今年の10月末31日ということになっていて、もちろんそれ以降もですね、まずはキャンセル待ちという形に形式上はなるかもしれませんけれども、お申し込み自身は受けてまいる予定ではあるのですが、この10月31日までにお申し出いただいたお客様を中心に、コマ1の選定であったり、形状、大きさというものをうちの本社のものが決めていくということになります。それから、重要な期日、タイミングといたしましては、これから先に行くと来年の9月には、出展面積、コマ1、形状というものが決定しましたという出展許可書が発行されまして、それに伴いまして10月までには、スペース費用に対するご請求書というものが発行されます。続いて、もう一通別のご請求書が参るんですけれども、それは、開催年の、今のところでは24年3月予定ということになっているんですが、会期中を含めご注文もしくはご利用になられるであろうサービスに対する費用というものを事前にお預かりするという意味でご請求書を発行させていただき、会期に向かっていくということになります。ちなみに出展許可書発行前までの段階で、うちのドイツの本社もしくは、弊社もそうなんですけれども、日本側からも何かしらのご請求書を発行してお支払いをお願いするということはございません。 あくまでも23年10月スペースなどが決まって、それに対するご請求書が出てくるのがまず第1通目ということになり、それに対してのお支払いをお願いしていくという流れになります。ここまでが、24年5月28日から11日間かけてドルパ24年を行うこの会期に向けてのおおよその流れということになります。それから続いて、ゲルナーマンの方から申し上げたのが、今回24年での、いわゆるキービジュアル、もしくはモチーフというところと、それからどういったことを、念頭に置いて、24年のイベントを作り上げていくかというところだったかと思います。まずはその印刷メディア業界に限らず社会全体として今、2大メガトレンドというものがあって、それをやはりドルパとしても無視はできない。つまりそれはサステナブル、いわゆる持続可能性と言われるものと、それからデジタル化というものですね。でこれはやはりドルパとしても取り上げていくべき2大メガトレンドということで、それを表すなんて言うんでしょうか、それを体現するモチーフもしくは動画というものが、ゲルダーマンが申し上げていたプレゼンの中でいくと3ページ目か4ページ目でちょっとこう泡のようなものが下から上に流れていったかと思いますけれども、それに当たります。ちなみになんですけれども、まず人、これ3名ほど、今この画面でもご覧いただいておりますけれども、3名ほど、顔が出ておりますけれども、これはすなわち、アジア系の方であり、欧米系の方をチョイスすることによって、ドルパの24年には、全世界からやはり印刷放送関係の、業界の方がまたデュッセルドルフにお集まりになるというイメージを持っております。それから、バブル状のもの、これは、これに込めた思いといたしましては、世界的な流れや動きというものであったり、バブルというものが形を変えていく、常に形を変えていくというところから、印刷業界も常に変わる業界としてのパワフルさであったり、ダイナミックさというものをここで示したいということでした。でちなみに、2大メガトレンドのうちの一つ、サステナブルもしくは持続可能性というものは、国際的な合意であったり、もしくは各国の方針によって、それに適合した形で新しいビジネスを模索していかなければいけないという側面があろうかと思います。そういった意味で、印刷メディア業界というものも常にそういったものに対応し変化していく。それがすなわち、私たちとしてはこの形状としてバブルというものが常に変わっていくものですから、それにちょっと託したというところがございます。もう一方でバブルというのはいわゆる水の泡という意味合いもあって、でその泡、水というものはやはり自然を想起させるということになります。ちなみになんですけれども、皆様もその通りだ、ご理解いただいているとは思いますけど、水というのは地球上で最も重要な要素の一つであり、生物というのはこの水なしではなかなか生きていけない。で一方で、水というものは、先ほど大野様も触れていらっしゃいましたけれども、印刷過程においてもかなり重要な要素であるというところでございます。でここがバブルから水を想起させて、かつ、その水の有効利用というものまで踏み込む、すなわち資源の有効活用、効率的な活用というところまでですね、ちょっとこう願いを込めたビジュアル、キービジュアルということになっております。最後に、3名の顔のちょっと周りぐらいに花びらのようなものが見えているんですが、こちらはまさにその花であり、それがその自然を象徴する、もしくは自然の美というものを象徴するという形で、配置しております。こちらもまさにその自然ということですので、まさにそのサステナブルもしくは持続可能性というところまで、願いを込めているというふうに申し上げることができるかと思います。最後に、この2大メガトレンド、デジタル化と、持続可能性というところなんですけれども、それぞれに、いわゆるキーワードというものが、いくつか挙げられてたかと思います。例えばデジタル化であればスマートファクトリーであったり自動化、もしくは、インクジェットの可能性などですね、それはその革新的な素材 にどんどん印刷をしていくという側面であったりというところかと思いますが、そういった単語が並んでおりました。もう一方で、サステナブル、持続可能性というところでは、循環型経済であり、リサイクルができるものかどうかということであったり、アップサイクリングというような単語が飛んでおりました。これらを今後、会期に向けて、どんどんと精査をしていきですね、会期中11日間の中で会場で設置されるさまざまなフォーラム会場でそれを取り上げてまいりたいというふうに考えております。そのフォーラムの名前といたしまして、5つぐらいでしょうか、ちょっと名前が飛んでいたかと思います。ご存知の方はいらっしゃるかもしれませんが、例えばドルーパキューブであり、タッチポイントパッケージング、もしくはテキスタイル、サステナビリティ、もしくは DNA と呼ばれるドルーパネクストエイジというもの、こういった5箇所の、フォーラム会場、もしくはその展示エリアというものを設けて、ドルーパをさらに魅力的なものにしていこうというふうに考えております。ちなみにタッチポイントパッケージングというところに関しては、16年ですでにもうやっているのですけれども、テキスタイルは本来であれば20年のドルパで初めてやろうとしたところでした。ですが、皆様ご記憶の通り、延期になり中止になったのですが、バーチャルドルパでいわゆるそのテキスタイル系のレクチャーというものはご覧いただけたという実績がございます。そして最後のタッチポイントサステナビリティというところに関しては今回初めての企画というところで進めてまいるという予定になっております。最後補足的にドルパの24年に向けて私たちがその他の注目される市場で手掛けている、ドルパと同じような印刷メディア展というものをいくつか並べさせていただいてたかと思います。この7つの展示会というのがですね、すべて2022年なので今年の5月の中旬以降、10月までにかけて、各地で予定されております。例えば、皮切りはアルジェリアのアルジェというところでの、プリントパックアルジェなんですけれども、そこからスタートいたしまして、お尻はバンコクで10月19日からの4日間で、パックプリントインターナショナルとポルテックエイジアというものを予定しているんですが、そういったようなところでも、印刷メディア展というものを、私たちの、うちのドイツ本社からすると支店支社に当たるようなところが中心になってですね、手掛けさせていただいております。これらについてももちろんザビネ・ゲルダマンが関知するところですし、日本側では私が一括して担当させていただいておりますので、ご興味のある市場であり、もしくはプロジェクトというものがございましたら、またドルパと同じようにお問い合わせをしていただければというようなところでございます。ちょっと長くなりましたが、以上、簡単なご説明でございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。また日本語でですね、今後進めていくにあたって、いろいろ広報とかなさると思いますけど、そちらの方も全面的にご協力させていただこうと思ってます。
よろしくお願いいたします。
Okay, Sabine さん。So, I think it's a good session that you talked about the vision and concept of drupa 2024. And Masahiro added some more explanation in Japanese. I think it is a good digestion for Japanese listeners, the participant. So, okay, we are looking forward to joining the real, not virtual. Okay, virtual is not bad, but what we are starving is that the live drupa in Düsseldorf. And of course, you know what it is. My background, lot of alt beer, Schumacher, and Hannen Alt, Diebels, and Gatzweiler, and Frankenheimer. A lot of things. So yeah.
Very impressive brands you're just sharing.
Yeah, everything. So, but here is your competitor, Flu in Köln.
Yeah, a friendly competitor, not a real one, but a friendly one.
Yeah, friendly competitor. Good.
Yeah.
So drupa is not just a printing event for this kind of things, but including how the feeling of Düsseldorf and Germany, this is a kind of, in the wide meaning, it's entertainment. So let's join. Looking forward to visit Germany, Düsseldorf in May, end of May, beginning of June in 2024. Okay, thank you very much, Sabine-san, this morning for you that giving us some flavor of next VR drupa. Okay. So
thank you very much again, Aki, on behalf of Masahiro and myself for the opportunity to share a glimpse and a sneak preview regarding the exhibitor campaign. We wish you all the best and look very much forward to staying connected with you on our way to drupa. And we are exciting to invite all of you for Düsseldorf in 2024 and getting prepared.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aki.
So, have a nice day.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you. じゃあどうもありがとうございました、皆様。あと、橋木さんもどうもありがとうございました。これからですね、まだまだ長い道のりで、いろいろまた皆さんにお伝えしていったり、ちょっとせっかくなんでやるからには盛り上げて、なんか楽しまないとあれなので、はい、ぜひいろんな企画とかですね、そういうことを、少し一緒にやらせてもらったら嬉しいなと思います。ちょっとお待ちくださいね。一つ Q&A で Q があります。これはなんか特別のat virtual drupa exhibitors were able to purchase the right to live web sessions and matchmaking system. Are you planning any event like these for Drupa 2024? Also, is it possible for exhibitors to join these virtual events without exhibiting a face-to-face show? この辺なんかありますか？これ英語で聞かれているので、外国人の方かもしれないんですけど。
そうですね、確かにこちらに書いてくださっている通り、昨年のバーチャルドゥルッパはまさにそのバーチャル展だったものですから、
そうですよね。
ライブウェブセッションというものの機会を、ご利用いただくということと、あとはマッチメイキングシステムというものを持っていました。で、ライブウェブセッションというものを24年で、リアル展と並行してやるかどうかっていうのは、ちょっと後ほど要確認なんですけれども、マッチメイキングシステムに関しては、これは16年でやっていた内容をバーチャルドゥルーパではもう少し使いやすくしたという経緯があるはずなので、24年に向けてもこれはご活用いただけるサービスだと思っていただいて構わないと思います。わかりました。
ですね、これ英語で書いていただいてて、外国人の方だと思いましたら、こちらのなんかログっていうか、チャットの方に、はい、質問された方のお名前とかが、ログで残っておりますので、はい、後で、場合によったら、英語、日本語、どちらでもいいかと思うんですけども、はい、なんか、補足の回答をいただけますか。
わかりました。
はい、ありがとうございました。じゃあ、本日皆様、30分ほどでしたけど、少し、ドルッパの、2024の、5月ですけど、あと2年半ですけども、長いようで短い2年半だと思いますが、少し匂いを、嗅ぐことができたかなと思います。はい、今後も折に触れですね、情報提供の方をしてまいりますので、よろしくお願いします。では本日はどうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ごめんください。